Hi everybody and welcome. This is a gentle yoga class. My name is Lisa and I'm at the Woodlands Yoga Studio. I'm so happy to be here with all of you today. I'm going to be using blocks and a strap, and I'm also using a blanket today. You'll be on your knees a little bit, so if you have some things at home that you could use, instead of a strap, if you don't have that, you can use a necktie or a belt or a scarf or even a towel. You can use a towel for a blanket, and you can use anything that you might have, like if you want to use books or whatever for blocks. Blocks are really just going to be used to bring your mat closer to you. So it's kind of like stiletto heels for your hands. All right. We're going to get started today, and I just was going to say that I was thinking about this whole global pandemic. So we have a global pandemic, virus pandemic right now. But there's also a global pandemic of fear. And while we don't have a choice of being in this whole global situation with the virus that's coming around, we do have a choice of whether or not we want to tap into fear. We don't have to tap into it. And it's difficult not to, because the media, the news, your next door neighbor, the people at the grocery store, and everywhere you go, you're kind of faced with this, situation that's going on right now. It's different from anything that you've probably ever experienced in your life, and so it kind of creates this fear. There's the fear of contracting the virus, there's the fear of the unknown, there's the fear of economics, but we can really let go of all of that because there's nothing we can do about it, and tapping into fear only causes problems within our physical body. So today we're going to first work on grounding. So I invite you to lie down on your mat or wherever you are at your house and grab a block, or you can even use a blanket to place in between your thighs. So go ahead and lie down. If it feels okay for you, I would prefer for there not to be anything underneath your head or your neck, just so that you can kind of feel the shoulders and the hips pressing evenly into the mat. Then you can grab the block and place it between your thighs. So this is a place of constructive rest. It's so that we can kind of be resting for just a moment as I lead you through this guided breath exercise, and at the same time be aware and be alert. So place your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your belly, and just go ahead and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, begin to connect with your physical body. Making the connection here, notice if there's any place that your attention is immediately drawn to. If you have any pain in your hips or your shoulders or anywhere, just notice it with curiosity, not with analyzing. And maybe send your breath there. By expanding the breath, maybe it helps release the place that maybe feels tight. And then bring your awareness into the breath. Begin to lengthen your breath. As you lengthen your inhales, notice the expansion through the front, the side, and the back plane of your body. Expanding through the exhales, taking a nice, slow, long, deep exhale. Maybe you feel your belly drawing toward your spine as you exhale, releasing all the air. And then feel the gentle pause between cycles of breath. Our body just naturally does that. So inhaling deeply, filling yourself up with air without forcing, just going slow. Exhale, drawing the navel into the spine, taking a nice, long, slow, deep exhale. And feel the gentle pause between breaths. So we'll take just a few more rounds of that for the next 20 seconds or so. release that elongated breath now and just come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. I'm going to lead you through a guided visualization. If visualizing something is kind of hard for you, if you feel like you can't visualize it, then just listen to my words and let my words become your words as you just listen and relax. With your eyes closed, bring your awareness into your body and bring your awareness into your mind. Visualize for a moment a tree. It can be your favorite tree, maybe a tree from your childhood, maybe a tree that you currently have in your backyard, or maybe a tree from a vacation you were once on. Just visualize that tree now. And as you visualize the tree, imagine that you are leaning back against the tree. You're sitting down at the base of the tree. You can feel your whole back leaning against its bark. As the back of your head and your shoulders and your hips touch the mat, you can visualize that the back of your head, your shoulders, and your hips are leaning back against the trunk of the tree. And as you're leaning back against this tree, you begin to feel its energy. Feeling the energy of the tree, you can feel its root system growing down into the earth. Feeling how connected and grounded the tree is to the earth. Feeling the support and groundedness of the energy of the earth. This tree is so supportive, so strong, and so loving. And as you feel into the energy of this tree as it's rooted down, you also feel that the tree has weathered many storms. Through rain, lightning, severe thunderstorms, the tree's leaves, branches sometimes break off, leaves fall. It waves back and forth, but it remains rooted and grounded in the earth, from the support of the earth. And you feel this energy from the tree coming into you now. You feel yourself rooted and grounded in the earth. Completely supported. Bringing your attention to your breath now, begin to lengthen inhales and exhales. And as you lengthen your inhales, inhale in, feeling the energy of the earth coming up through your body, into your lungs, this very healing and supported energy. And as you exhale, release any fear, any anxiety, and let it go down through the roots and into the earth, knowing the earth is taking all of your fear away as you are grounded here. Inhale, feeling the energy expanding and arising within you from the tree, from the earth. Exhale, release, letting go of fear and anxiety. We'll stay here for just about a couple more seconds with this breath. And then release that breath now. Come back to the natural rhythm of your breath and open your eyes. Grab the block and just move it off to the side. Now, if you have a strap, you may want to use your strap, or maybe you have a towel, to place the strap around the ball of the right foot and extend your right foot up toward the ceiling. Extending your right foot up toward the ceiling, really flex your toes so that your toes point down towards you, but your heel is up toward the ceiling, and then slide your hands down the strap so the backs of your arms are pressing into the mat. So really using now, so tilt your pelvis toward you so that your lower back is pressing into the mat. Press the left foot into the mat and just feel this integration of your core. Inhaling here, maybe bring your right foot a little closer toward you. Use your core and use your right quadricep to do this, not the strap. So try again. Inhale and bring the right foot a little closer to you. Keep breathing here. So we're in a really relaxed and grounded place as we're using the core and using the right quadricep muscle. One more inhale. And exhale. Climb your hands up the strap now. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and maybe you reach your foot. And if you do, grab your foot. Inhale here. Press the lower back down into the mat and extend the left leg out. So really using the core. Inhale, bring the left foot up to meet the right. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Feel yourself grounded into the mat. So your lower back is pressing into the mat because you're totally grounded and supported there, but at the same time, you're able to lift the left foot all the way up to meet the right, so you're really getting long in both legs. One more time. Inhale, rise, and exhale, lower the left foot down. So bend your left knee and lower your head, neck, and shoulders down to the mat. Hold onto the strap now with the right hand. So holding onto the strap with the right hand. So now allow the right hand to really kind of support the leg and just let the leg be loose there. You still have the lower back touching the mat. Inhale and bring the right leg over to the right. So stretching out through the inner thighs. And then take the left knee over to the left. So you're kind of on the bowl of the pelvis, and just take a moment to rock back and forth. So we're just kind of allowing the inner thigh to get a little bit of opening here. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, bring the right leg up toward the ceiling. Hold on to the strap with the left hand now and straighten the left leg. Inhale here. Take the right hand out to the right and place the right hand down on the mat. So the right palm is down. So you could get a nice, so it's kind of out to a T, and you have this nice integration and grounding with the whole right hand. So feel that. Inhale here. You're going to seal the right shoulder down to the mat as you take the right foot over to the left now. Right hip comes off the mat. If it feels okay, look over your right shoulder. So your right foot can just hang out here because the left hand is, holding onto the strap and supporting you. But let's take some deep breaths. So as we're in these twists, it's nice to get a really deep breath in. Inhale and really feel the expansion. And exhale and release. One more time. Inhale and expand. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring your right foot back up toward the ceiling. Release your strap, but keep your foot. So take the strap and just put it down on the left side. So now take both hands down and press both hands down into the mat. So grounding down with your whole body, but your right foot is pressing up toward the ceiling. Inhale here, really get the heel up closer toward the ceiling. Exhale, float your right leg down, slow, like you're going through water, nice and slow. So take a moment now to close your eyes and feel the difference between your right leg, right hip, and your left one. Inhale, bring your arms up, stretching your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Lift them up there and then take them all the way back behind you and then point both toes. Clasp your hands together, squeeze your biceps into your ears. Inhale here deeply, exhale and release. Take your hands down by your sides, bend your right knee, pressing the right foot into the mat. So this is your anchor, grounding you down. And then take the ball of the left foot now into the strap or towel or whatever it is that you're using. Flexing the left foot, so really flexing the left toes so that your toes come down toward you, your heels up toward the ceiling. So really feeling that integration and that flex. Now slide your hands down the strap, press the backs of the arms into the mat so that you're just holding loosely onto the strap, but you're using your abdominal muscles to draw your left leg closer to you. So feel that. Keep pressing the right foot into the mat too as your anchor. Bring it a little closer. And then inhale, bring your hands up the strap. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Lifting up a little higher. Maybe you reach your foot. And if you can reach your foot, then just grab your hands around your foot. Or you can keep holding onto the strap. Look between your legs and extend the right leg out long. If you don't want to do that, or if that hurts your neck or whatever, then just keep the right foot on the mat. Inhale, bring the right foot up to meet the left, and exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, exhale, lower. So we'll just keep doing this a few more times. Moving with your breath. Last one. Lower the right foot down, bend the knee. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Hold onto the strap with the left hand. Take the right hand out, palm down. Press it onto the floor. Inhale and bring the left leg over to the left. And then open up the right knee too. So you can be on the pinky toe side of the right foot and just kind of rock back and forth on the bowl of your pelvis, just getting this opening through the inner thighs. Breathe here. Nice deep breaths. The more you steady your breath, you steady your mind. Steady the breath, steady the mind. Good. Inhale, left leg up toward the ceiling. Hold on to the strap with the right hand now. Extend your right leg out long. Take the left hand out, palm down. Inhale here, exhale over, so really ground down with that whole left shoulder, left palm, and then bring your left foot over to the left. And then look over your left shoulder if that feels okay. So taking some nice deep breaths here. Every time you're in a twist is a good opportunity to take some deep breaths because it puts your rib cage in a whole different kind of position. So taking deep breaths helps expand the muscles that are around the ribs. And that's really good, for, lung expansion and stuff like that. So taking some deep breaths here is a really good practice. Nice deep breath, one more. Exhale and release. Bend your right knee, press your right foot down onto the mat. Inhale, bring the left leg up toward the ceiling. Release the strap. Pressing both hands down to ground down. Inhale, take the left leg a little bit higher. Really extend the left leg up toward the ceiling. Extend the right leg out long. Inhale here, exhale, lower down. Close your eyes for a moment. Maybe both hips feel even now. Maybe both legs feel closer to the floor. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead again. Stretching long. Clasp your hands together. Really flex your feet now so that your heels and your hands are spreading away from each other. Inhale here, and a big exhale. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. You can lift your head, neck, and shoulders up if you want to, or you can keep them lower and just kind of rock back and forth from side to side. So we're going to come up to all fours. If you want to just go ahead and go up to all fours, or you can rock and roll up with me if you want to. If you have any lower hip problems or stuff like that, that may not feel good, but you can take a moment to just rock on the long side of your spine. It feels good, it's kind of fun, so you can do it if you want, and then come all the way up to all fours. So coming up to all fours, if you have blocks, put them up at the top of the mat now. And we'll use them in just a second. Taking your hands down, we will be on our knees for some of the stuff that we're going to do. So If you're in a situation where you're on a hard floor at home, you may want to grab your blanket or towel or whatever you can and just put it across your mat so that you have something there for your knees. All right. So from here, inhale here, exhale, round the back, coming into cat-cow pose, lifting the lower back up toward the ceiling. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up toward the ceiling, heart forward, head back. Exhale, round. Inhale, switch. So now, you can do whatever you want in this pose, integrating however it feels good for you. So maybe you want to shift your hips from side to side. Maybe you want to do a little jump rope with your body. Maybe you want to press back or come forward. Maybe you want to turn your fingertips back, stretching out through the wrists and the forearms. So whatever feels good for you. Take a few moments and just synchronize this with your breath. Connecting here at a deeper level. Connecting with your breath. Connecting with your body. All right, so inhale and extend the right leg back. Curl the toes under. And then we'll come into spinal balance. If this doesn't feel good for you, though, you can keep the back foot curled under. Inhale and bring the left arm out, thumb up. You can lift the right leg. So lengthening through the crown of your head, you're looking down at the mat and not in front of you so that you can keep your whole cervical spine in line with the rest of your spine. Keep breathing here, nice deep breaths, stretching out from the back heel to the left fingertips. Exhale, left hand down, right knee down. Inhale, left leg back, curl the toes under, and then extend the right arm out, thumb up. Lifting the back leg, inhale here and stretch. Keep breathing as you balance here. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, hand down, knee down. So from here, you're going to bring your hands forward about a whole handprint. So take your hands forward about a whole handprint, and then shift your hips forward so that your shoulders are over your wrists. So we're just going to practice a little chaturanga. That's a yoga push-up, okay? Now, if you have some hip issues or lower back issues, then you can put a bolster or a pillow right underneath your hips to protect you while we're lowering down. So take some time to take this class how it would be best for you, okay? All right, coming forward here, inhale here, press the tops of your feet down into the mat, lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale, elbows back, exhale, lower down. You're just gonna lower down until you almost touch, and inhale, press back up. One more time, exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, press your hips back like you're rounding your back, like in cat-cow. So really rounding the back, slide your fingertips back, sitting in this version of child's pose with your knees closer together. Take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, expand through the back body. Exhale, release, let go. Imagine that any fear, anything is dripping down in through the roots of the tree into the earth. Inhale again, expanding. Exhale, let go of something that no longer serves a purpose for you. Good. On your next inhale, come forward, slide your hands forward, bringing your shoulders up even with your wrists. Exhale, lower down, hover. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lower, hover. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, round the back like in cat-cow. Tuck your chin. Slide your fingertips back. Come onto the pads of your fingers and lift your forearms off of the mat. Inhale here and exhale. On your next inhale, take your hands off the mat and all the way over to the right, stretching through the left side body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to center, stretch out long. On your next inhale, all the way over to the left, stretching through the right side body. Inhale and exhale. Come back through center, inhale. On your next inhale, come up to all fours. Okay, so you may need your blocks here. You're gonna step your right foot forward, coming into this crescent lunge, okay? So I'm gonna ask you to step a little bit further forward so that the back leg is more in a diagonal, and then the right knee stays over the right ankle. So go there, and then you have your blocks if you need to hold on to your blocks. You can take your hands up to your knee. So grounding in, we're grounding for every single part of this pose that we're doing today. So ground with the right foot down into the mat. Feel that for just a second. Take a moment to bring your awareness into your left knee, your left shin, left top of the foot, or you can curl the left toes under. So decide what you want there. Inhale and bring your arms up toward the ceiling. If that doesn't feel good for you, take your hands and just place them on your thigh. So inhale, arms rise. Take a deep breath, exhale. So really feel the groundedness, squeezing your legs together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, release. Inhale here, and exhale, open the right arm out, coming into a twist. So really extending out in both fingertips, pressing the right foot down into the mat and the top of the left foot. Inhale here, lengthen through the crown of the head. Lengthen through your right fingertips. Lengthen through your left fingertips. Good. On your next inhale, arms stretch up high. Exhale, slowly bring your hands down like you're floating through water and bring them behind you. Inhale and arms come out to the blocks. Take a moment now to take the blocks into the inside and walk your foot over to the right and open up the right toes. So opening up the right toes, left hand can go on the block or it can go on the mat. And I like to put the top of my left foot down on the mat to get more length in my spine. Take your right hand and press your right hand into your thigh. Inhale here, draw your shoulder blades together and lengthen through the crown of your head. Good. So using your right thigh pressing into the palm of your hand and the palm of your hand pressing into your right thigh. So you get a little bit deeper of a twist. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and extend the right arm back now if that feels okay for you. Nice deep breaths. You can even close your eyes here. Inhale, bring the right arm up toward the ceiling, stretch up tall. Exhale, extend it out long toward the right corner of your mat. Lengthen it long and press it down onto the floor or onto the mat. Lengthen long into that right diagonal. Nice deep breath. Exhale, bring the right hand back. So now we're going to pivot the right foot again back to the front of the mat. Using your blocks, inhale here, exhale, shift your hips back. Bring the right toes up toward the ceiling. Inhale here and exhale, fold over your right leg, Ardha Hanuman or half splits. So if you don't need your blocks, then maybe your hands just come down on the mat. Or you can also take your hands if you want to. You can come into a bind, holding on to your foot with both hands. Now this requires more balance. Okay, you can take one hand or both. We're going to be here for about 3 more breaths. So find the place that you want to be. When you come into the bind, it kind of creates this circular energetic motion thing going on here. So it's this energy that's happening in the body. It's that connection. So it's kind of fun to do if you want to try it. Bending the right knee, slowly. Take your hands on the inside of the right knee again. You can use your blocks and squeeze your right knee into your right shoulder. Lengthen through the crown of your head and just feel this integration. Feeling the connection of your leg to your arm. And then step back. Right knee back. And then we're going to just sit all the way back. Bring your blocks back with you. And draw your shoulder blades together, lengthening through the crown of your head. Good. So we're going to just do these little kind of stretches off to the side. You may need to use your blocks. You may need to sit on a block. So maybe it doesn't feel great for you to sit all the way down on your feet. If that's what you need, go ahead and go for it. Take your right fingertips back behind you. Press them into the floor and then inhale. Bring the left arm out and overhead and stretch back. Taking a nice deep breath here. So we're kind of stretching back into a diagonal. So stretch over to the right back corner of your mat. Exhale, lower the left hand down and take the left fingertips back. Inhale the right arm back. Stretching to the left back diagonal. And inhale, come back through center. Take your blocks back front and step forward with the left foot. So stepping forward with the left foot, coming into this lunge again. So take a moment to get to where it feels good for you. So you can take your hands to your thighs, you can keep your hands on your blocks, or you can come into what we're doing with the hands in just a second. So really squeezing your legs into each other, press the left foot down into the mat to feel that integration. Feel the right knee, the right shin, the right top of the foot, or you have the toes curled under, okay? Inhale, bring your arms up. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can look up at the ceiling if you want to. Nice deep breaths. As you are really rooted down here, feel your branches of your tree grow up higher. Good. On your next exhale, bring the left hand down behind you and really extend through the left and the right fingertips. Nice deep breaths. Keep squeezing your legs toward each other. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, float your hands down slowly. This is some balance. Bring them back behind you. And inhale, place your hands down on the mat. So now we're going to place the blocks on the inside, or your hands are on the inside of your left foot. Take your left foot all the way, so you kind of have to scooch it over there and turn your left toes out, making sure that your knee is following over the second and third toe. You can take your right hand down to the block or onto the earth, and then draw your shoulder blades together as you press the left hand into your thigh, lengthen through the crown of your head, and twist. Inhale here, so you're kind of pressing the palm into the thigh as the thigh presses into the hand to get more leverage and to get more length. You are the center of this twist, so feel yourself twisting right in the center of your core. Inhaling here and exhaling. Extend the left arm out behind you. Open up some more. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and exhale, reach it out long, like you're going to reach for something that's beyond your mat, and then place your left fingertips down. Inhale here and exhale. Slide your left hand in. And now we're going to shift the toes back to the front. Taking the block on the other side of the left foot. Inhale here. Exhale into Ardha Hanuman. So we're just really stretching back. There's lots of levels of this. What feels good for you? Inhale here. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Sides are different. My left leg is super tight. I've been walking and running a lot just to be able to get out of the house. So I'm feeling way tighter than usual today. Holding onto your foot if you want to. That's this nice connected energy. It kind of creates a little bit of a bind here. Nice deep breaths. And then just bend the left knee and step the left foot back. Well, actually, hug it in. Remember, we were going to put the left arm and connect here. So connect the left shoulder with the left knee. Just feel that connection. Every time we connect with our own selves, we're connecting with the earth. It just brings that much more energy and awareness into everything that we're doing. Inhale here and exhale, bring the left knee back. Good, so swivel your hips around, so it's a real nice opening for your hips. And then take a moment to move the blanket or whatever you had off of your mat to get ready to come up to standing. So when we come up to standing, you'll need your strap, so have it somewhere nearby where you can grab it. You can come onto the balls of your feet. I like to come up to standing this way just to do a little bit of a balance, holding onto the blocks if you want to. Lengthen through the crown of your head and bring your fingertips out in front of you. Draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, come on up to standing. Exhale, heels down. Stepping up to the top of the mat, we're going to do a couple of little half sun salutations. So the half sun salutations are really just to help you move with your breath. The more you steady your breath and integrate the breath with your movement, the more your mind becomes steady. So let's practice that. So feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, just lift your arms up toward the ceiling, reaching up tall. Exhale and forward fold. Hands down through heart center. Hands on the blocks or on the earth. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold, elbows out to the side. Release your head and your neck. Take a moment here. Take your feet wide, maybe as wide as your mat. Bend your knees, grab opposite elbows, and hang here. Let everything go as you have the steadiness and rootedness of your feet and your legs. The top portion of your body can let go and relax. Sway back and forth from side to side. Maybe grab the opposite elbow. Release your fingertips to the mat. Place your hands on your thighs. Press your palms into your thighs with your knees still bent. Lengthen out halfway. Good. Inhale here. Lengthen the crown of the head. Draw the shoulder blades together, but your booty's still out like we do in cow pose. Bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up tall. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Step your feet a little closer together. We'll do that again. Inhale, arms rise. Reach up tall. Exhale, fold. Moving with your breath, not my count. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Elbows out to the side. All right, this time take your feet wide and release your fingertips to the mat if you can. Straighten your legs if it feels okay for you. And still keep releasing the head down towards the mat. Nice deep breaths. Taking your left hand, place it down right in front of your face or your left block. Your hand can be right on top of the block. Bend the left knee. Inhale, open the right arm up toward the ceiling. Good, keep opening. Maybe draw your right hand back behind you and take a bind, grabbing onto your left thigh. Keep bringing the shoulder back and breathe. Or the right fingertips are up toward the ceiling. Exhale, switching sides. So bending the right knee, bring the right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Maybe taking the bind, or just keep the left fingertips up toward the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, bring the left fingertips down. So take your hands to your thighs again. Draw the shoulder blades together. So this time I want you to turn your toes out to the side. So my toes are off the mat. Toes are out to the side now. I've got my booty sticking out the back so that I can get some length in my spine here. Inhale here and exhale, bring your hands out in front of you and notice how you have to use your glutes to do this. Bring your hips down, clasp your hands together. Inhale, maybe start to pulse up a little bit. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come back down, and inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your fingertips up toward the ceiling, hands down through heart center. Turn your toes toward the front of the mat and grab your strap. So grabbing the strap, you're going to take the strap behind you. So taking the strap behind you, so we're just opening up through the pectoral muscles a little bit, because probably we've been sitting around a lot watching TV or whatever it is we've been doing, or we've been on our computer, and we're kind of rolling through the shoulders. So it's important to really try to open up through here, and this is a really good way to do it. So I'm going to face the other way so you can see me. The backs of the hands are facing the wall behind you, so your palms are facing forward. So feet are hip width distance apart. Draw the shoulder blades together, bend your knees, inhale here, and come halfway down. So keeping the hands right at your hips. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and you can already begin to feel that opening. Really keep the knees bent, because this is for opening up through the pectoral muscles. Inhale here, exhale, fold forward, bring your hands up and overhead. Pull your hands apart from each other. Keep bringing the arms up and overhead. If it feels okay, straighten your legs, but you don't have to. You can keep your chest on your thighs. Keep breathing here. Nice deep breaths. Bend your knees, bring the hands back down to your hips, and inhale, come on up. Nice. So now you're going to take the strap in front of you. So taking the strap in front of you, be careful not to let the buckle hit you or anything, but you're going to bring your hands out in front of you with your palms hip width distance apart. The backs of the palms are facing the wall away from you, and the fronts of your palms are facing the wall behind you. Inhale, bring your arms up. So it's kind of like you're pulling your arms away from each other. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale, lift up higher. Exhale, over toward the left or the right, whichever way you want to go. You can go the way I'm going or not. I usually say to the parking lot, but you are not in the room with me right now. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, arms rise, and exhale, forward fold. Good, and just bring the strap down to the mat. So we're going to come into a chair pose, and then we'll be coming into our finishing sequence. So coming into chair, I'm going to guide you through it using either a blanket or a towel. And the reason I have this, I'm going to roll it up, is so that you can really experience getting a little bit more depth in chair, and at the same time, pressing your heels back deeply. So I want you to step onto your towel and really press your heels back into it, or your blanket or whatever it is that you have. So in chair, we want our knees to come forward, but at the same time, our hips are coming back. So I can go this way too, so you can see me a little bit better. So inhaling here, really sitting down into chair, but really pressing the heels back. You can bring your arms up. So this just gives you a little bit more leverage. It gives you a little bit more space. That's what I meant to say. Inhaling here, exhale, bring your hands down to your thighs. Press your hands into your thighs. Now this is another modified chair. Okay? And then inhale, come on up. So we're going to do 3 of these types of chairs, and I want you to sit as low as you can go with your hips being parallel to the mat. So I don't mean sit all the way down like some of you can, okay? But I really want you to try to keep your heels pressing into the mat. Inhale, sweep your hands down low, and bring your arms out in front of you. Press your heels into the mat and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Remember, modified chair, hands on the thighs, lift up a little higher. Inhale, come back up. Arms all the way up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep the hands down again. Coming into chair, really press the heels into that towel or blanket, whatever you have. Feel that integration. Lift your toes up off of the mat even. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Last one. Inhale into chair. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Very nice. I can't really see you, but I'm assuming it's very nice. All right. Okay, so we're going to come into balance. And It's important to balance because we want to become more one-pointed with our mind. The more one-pointed we are with our mind, the more that the distractions and the crap that is out there doesn't bother us. So let's try it. So if you want to, you can come into your hand on a wall. So you'll start with your left hand touching the wall. Ground in with the left foot, okay? Or you can just be at your mat, okay? So either your left fingertips are touching the wall. Come onto the ball of your right the ball of your right foot. So left fingertips are up or on your hip. Inhale and lift the right knee up. So your hand is around the outside of your right knee. Really flex the right foot. Good, your left arm can go up to the air if you're in the balance or on the wall. And keep breathing. So find a drishti, a focal point, something that's not moving, and focus on it. We're going to be here for 3 to 5 breaths. Good. Exhale, release. Notice how the more steady you can become with your breath and your mind, the more you can just easily balance. Switching sides, pressing the right foot into the mat. You can hold onto the wall with the right fingertips or right hand at your waist. Come onto the ball of the left foot, lift the left knee up. Grab your left hand around the outside of the left knee, and you can lift the right arm up. And just breathe. Find your drishti, your focal point. 3 to 5 breaths. Exhale and release. Good. All right, let's take it down to the mat to seated now. So coming to seated, we'll come into Upavishta Konasana. So Upavishta Konasana is a seated wide angle pose. I personally like to sit on a blanket or a towel because it gives me, again, more space. So all of these little props that we have give you more space. And you want more space so that you can get the length that you need in your spine. So extending your legs out, you may need a block, so just put it right in front of you. Extending your legs out, and I would put them where it feels comfortable for you. So maybe it's not as wide as my legs are, or maybe your legs are as wide or wider. So really lengthening through the crown, lengthening through your back here so that you still have that little arch in the lumbar spine. So if you feel like you're leaning back too much, you may need to prop yourself up a little bit more. And you can take the time to do that. We're working through inner thighs, but we're also kind of working through the pelvis and also working through some muscles around here so that we can sit up a little straighter. You're going to use your strap, or you can use another towel, and wrap the strap around the ball of the right foot. We started out today in a stretch, so we're kind of ending a little bit today in a stretch too. So really flexing both feet. You're going to turn towards your right leg, holding onto the strap with the left hand. Prom your right fingertips down. Inhale here and exhale, fold over your right leg. So holding onto the strap with the left hand gives the nice little twist in your body. Or you can take your left hand, if you can reach it, and wrap it around the pinky toe side of your foot. Inhale here and exhale. Good. With each inhale, maybe you lengthen a little bit more. With each exhale, your body relaxes more. Notice how you're grounding in with your right sit bone, right heel, and even the left heel. Inhale and rise. Hold onto the strap now with the right hand, and you're just going to press the right elbow into that place, not the knee, but that place right above, like on your thigh if you can. So we don't really want to press too much against the knee. So lengthening here, lengthen through the left side body, and maybe bring your left arm up and overhead. And maybe you can grab your right foot or not. You're just really trying to open here, so getting a nice side stretch through the left side body. Good. Bring your head back. Inhale, come back up. Remove the strap and place it over by your left foot. So now you've got your block out in the middle. Inhale here and just begin to walk the block out. If you don't have a block, use a book or something that you can push. So, and the deal is so that you're not just reaching your fingertips, you're actually doing something. So, and it helps you get a little bit longer, a little bit closer to the floor. So just keep pushing it until it feels like you're just not going to be able to push it anymore. Lengthen here, and then exhale and let your head hang a little bit here. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, come back up. And turn towards your left foot now. So turning towards your left foot, making any adjustments you need to make. Hold on to the strap with the right hand. And really turn your whole heart and line your heart up with your knee. Prong your left fingertips into the mat. Inhale here and exhale, fold over your left leg. Again, you can hold on to the pinky toe side of your left foot with your right hand if you can reach it. And if not, none of us can tell if you're not watching, so just don't worry about it, right? Inhale, fold over your leg. Nice deep breaths. Connecting with your inner stillness. Inhale, come back up. Hold on to the strap with the left hand. So left elbow presses into the thigh so that you can kind of anchor in. And then you can open your heart, bringing the right arm up and overhead, really getting this next nice stretch through the right side body. Anchor in with both heels into the mat. And then also you've got this elbow helping you anchor, the left elbow. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, come on back up. Remove the strap. So take your hands and just place them underneath your knees and bring your feet close together and shake your legs out for just a moment. So we're going to take it down to the mat and we'll just do a couple of bridge poses and some little gentle twists before we head into Shavasana. So let's come into a roll down. Taking your feet all the way to the end of the mat, bend your knees slightly, take your hands behind your knees, and we're going to curl the body like a capital letter C. So really curling as we lay back, nice one bone at a time, slowly, all the way down to the mat. Bring your arms up and overhead, one more time. Do a full body stretch, really lengthening through your fingertips and your toes, and then bend your knees for just a moment. Place your feet flat on the mat, coming into two bridge poses. So I like to take my feet back close to my bottom, draw your shoulder blades together underneath you, and keep your head and your neck level so that they're just looking up at the ceiling. Press the backs of your arms into the mat. When you lift up through your heart first, bringing your knees forward. So we're not going to get any points by lifting up higher or anything like that. It's really like a suspension bridge. So just keep thinking we're lengthening by bringing the knees forward more. Press the feet into the mat. Bring the knees forward a little bit more. And as you do, the hips come up higher naturally. Clasp your hands underneath you if that feels okay. So your heart is going to try and reach your chin, but keep the chin looking up toward the ceiling. And breathe. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. That's the name of this pose. All right, lower all the way back down, nice and slow. We'll do that one more time. So this is great because it helps to just kind of enliven the back plane of the body or the posterior chain of your body. Draw the shoulder blades together again. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale, come on up. Remember, in the thinking in your mind, your knees are going to go forward. Clasp your hands underneath you again. And breathe. And then lower down one vertebrae at a time. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock back and forth from side to side. We're going to take 2 gentle twists. Okay, so they're just gentle. So just bring your arms out to a T with your palms down. Just take your knees, bring your knees together and just take them over to the right. And you can take your right hand and place it on top of the left knee if you want. And just look over the left shoulder and take a nice deep breath here. Closing your eyes, preparing to wind down to get ready for Shavasana. Inhale, come back into center. Take one knee up at a time, just to be easier on your hips. Gentle twist again. You can use your left hand if you want to. Open up through the right, palm down. It's a little bit more grounding. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. And then inhale, come back up. So preparing for Shavasana. So this is your resting pose. It's Shavasana that really gives us that place where we can be in a place of constructive rest. So I encourage you to take the time to take this pose with me. And then I have a little thing I'd like to share with you at the very end. It's a little reading from one of my very favorite authors, Jack Kornfield. So you can put a bolster or a pillow underneath your knees. You can put something underneath your head if you want to, or both. But make sure that you're comfortable wherever you are. Take a moment to take one more nice deep breath. Inhaling here, exhale, release. You can sigh it out. I'll keep an eye on the time, and I'll let you know when Shavasana is over with so that I can read this little reading to you from Jack Kornfield. bring your awareness back into your body. And take a moment to place your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your left hand. And as you're in this stillness and hopefully the quiet of your home, bring your awareness into the feeling or the sensation of your heart beating. Maybe you feel your heart beating, maybe you can hear it. And it's this heartbeat that is our connection to our mind and our body. And the connection is always there, and yoga teaches us to connect this mind-body all the time. And even though it's always there for us and it's always connected, sometimes we forget. And we live too much in the mind, too much in the fear, and we're not connecting. So take the moment to feel the connection. And with each heartbeat, maybe you feel the energy of the earth begin to radiate within you. And with each heartbeat, you maybe feel the connection with all the people in your community. And maybe you feel the connection with all the people in the world. And noticing how your heartbeat is this ray of light that you can spread through the entire world. I really love this quote I want to share with you. As you connect here with your heartbeat, with your eyes closed, just listen to the quote from Jack Kornfield. When times are uncertain, difficult, fearful, full of change, they become the perfect place to deepen the practice of awakening. Take time to quiet the mind and tend to the heart, then go out and look at the sky. Remember vastness. There are seasons to all things, gain and loss, praise and blame, expansion and contraction. Learn from the trees. Practice equanimity and steadiness. Remember the timeless Dharma amidst it all. Think of the best of human goodness. Let yourself become a beacon of integrity with your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. Integrity in speech and in action, virtue, and non-harming brings blessings. Greed, hatred, and ignorance causes suffering. Let them go. Love, generosity, and wisdom bring the end of suffering. Foster them. The human heart has freedom in itself to choose love, dignity, and respect. In every circumstance, embody respect and cultivate compassion for all. Let yourself become a beacon of Dharma. Amidst the changes, shine with courage and trust. Love people. And this is your world. Plant the seeds of goodness and water them everywhere. Then blessings will grow for yourself and for all. And that's from Jack Kornfield, who I love so much. So I hope that you have enjoyed this class. We're just so happy that we get to bring these classes to you from the Woodlands Yoga Studio for free. We do have a donation page, though, because we are not, since we're not having regular classes right now. If you feel like donating, that would be really great. I think it's on our page. You can see the donation there, okay, through PayPal. So thank you so much, and namaste, everyone.
Namaste. Come on.